Okay, today let's get the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series Shin Hati and Baylan Skoll open and fix the heights. I have been wanting to do this for a while because right out of the gate we knew that Baylan was going to be too short and Shin was going to be too tall, but it took a while for me to get the figures. And at this point, you've seen this fixed several times. I think it was originated by Landspeeder Luke. At least that's who I'm giving all the credit to, because I saw his video and I thought, I gotta do that. But I've also seen it on several other channels. Most recently was Out of the Basement, who, like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but seeing it on their channel, I thought I need to get off my ass and finally do this. Let's get this lightsaber out before I bend it all to hell. I mean, just going by the actors' heights in real life, this shouldn't be a thing. Baylan Skoll should be fairly taller than Shin Hati. Shin should be much closer to Sabine's height. And Baylan should be quite a bit taller than Ahsoka. For him, Luke's fix is to replace the thighs with Reva's. And as hard as it is to believe, hers are longer. For Shin, I think he used Costco Reeves and then maybe a Sabine, but the Out of the Basement boys used Gideon. And I like the thought of using baggier black pants here because her clothing is black and semi-baggy, so that'll be less painting. First, we gotta heat up some water, get that plastic soft, and then pop them all apart. Star Wars hot tub! So much plastic. Carnage. The heat softened up the plastic enough to remove the leg from the hip ball. And you do that on all four figures. Now for Shin and Baylan, it was fairly easy. Didn't require a lot of heat. For Gideon and Reva, they had to take several dunks. Their joints were tighter or something. And then the knees are easy to pop out because it's just one peg going up into the leg. And again, that's on all four of them. So it's a simple swap. Just... Now, I've already done the right legs here just to remember where I was at from my kitchen back out to the shop, because if I'd brought them out all like this, I would have mixed them up and forgot where I was. At this point, you only need to heat one part, the upper leg, the thigh. You need to soften that up to go back on the hip ball and soften this up for the lower leg peg to fit into it. No need to heat up any of the rest of the parts. And for that, all you need is your handy dandy heat gun. I should just plug, yep, and then the top of the leg. Yeah, that's very easy to go back on. You can pop Shin's knee pads off of her upper legs to put over here, but you're gonna have to drill a hole and everything. And now that I'm looking at it, it's gonna be covered by the robes anyway. I may do that later on. It's not a priority. In fact, that's what makes these two figures perfect for these swaps. The lower robes cover the part you're putting on there. I mean, I may come in here and paint that black and then the stripes on Gideon's upper legs. As is, I'll probably never see this again. Following Luke's instructions, you want to put Baylan's left leg on Reva's right thigh. That's because it juts forward like this and pushes the robes out. What you're simply going to do is turn the upper piece around so it'll mount onto Baylan's left side. It's all hidden under the robe, so it's not a big deal. That goes on super easy. Just realized I had the belt turned to the side and I was thinking, why the hell can I see the thighs? They're supposed to be hidden. The buckle goes forward. Obviously, there you go. And they now look great next to each other. Baylan is taller, Shin is shorter. Everything as it should be. Shin is still slightly taller than Sabine, but this totally works. And then Baylan appropriately towers over Ahsoka a bit. Then there are the lightsabers. I was worried I'd get the red ones, but I did get the slightly orange running change that I guess they did. Look at the difference between Baylan's and Shin's. I mean, I know it's a bigger hilt and kind of a broadsword situation, but good gravy. Even with him holding it, it's just, it's kind of ridiculous. Thankfully, Cubic 3D Prints on Instagram and TikTok sent along these replacement blades that I showed during the last Playday, but I didn't have these figures yet, so I couldn't utilize them. With that, Baylan's blade is just slightly longer, but it's shorter than the one that comes with the figure and clearer. It's more of a lightsaber blade. Should be a simple matter of just pulling this one out and plugging this one in. Oh yeah, very, very nice. Shin's is about the same size, but thinner. And then of course the retail version is opaque. This one has a translucency to it. I like the look better. So pull that out and this pops right in. And again, nice upgrade overall. I was going to finish these off with a little bit of matte coating, which I like to do because of the shiny parts here and there. But I think I want to eventually come back and do some paint touch-ups, especially to the hair. Maybe blend this in a little better and I don't know. It looks like she could use some dirtiness too. So I'll hold off on this until the next playdate, which should be coming fairly quick. Overall, should we have to do this? Hell no. With both of these being totally unique sculpts, there's really no excuse. All they had to do was go online and look up the people's heights in order to get that right. But instead, they made both of them the same height, and that's just wrong. It's weird and it's wrong. No, we shouldn't have to do this, but I'm a make lemonade out of lemons kind of guy. I enjoy this kind of thing. This is part of my hobby, so I'm just throwing it out there. I saw other people do it. I thought, you know what? Y'all got the right idea. I'm going to do the same thing eventually. I know I'm way behind the curve here, but I got to it. Now I can put Baylan and Shin on my shelf, enjoy it when I'm looking at it, but forget about this whole mess. And if they come out with another that just happens to be fixed, I can go, no thanks. I'm good. But I guarantee that'll come with a robe or some kind of extras or something that'll make it, oh, grab it again. Marketing.